What I'd like to share with you today is more of a video review. Like basically as a coach, I'm consistently going over trainings and games and reviewing video. One, to see how the athletes are doing, to see what they're executing well, what needs improvement. And Blair, I know that you're an avid reviewer. You're constantly looking at all of your stuff and other players. So I really wanted you to join me today on this video. So thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no problem. I think it's obviously a great tool, watching yourself, watching others, and you can try to make some improvements and just even little moments helping your teammates at different things. It's a really valuable tool.
Okay, so today we're going to look at some attacks in 4 from the Canada-Cuba qualifier. So I'll just start us up here on this first clip. So that's Gord Perrin attacking in position 4. Just a quick note to the athletes and some of the coaches at home. When I'm reviewing the video, and I learned that it's really important to stop often when the setter has the ball in their hand. This type of pause really allows you to identify the timing of the hitters, what's going on. Take a look at the blocks on the other side. There's so many great things that are derived out of this pause. And then often again, maybe when the hitter is attacking at full contact.
Yeah, exactly. On that pause, you can just see how either if all your spikers are ready to approach, ready to spike, if everything's in rhythm, that you guys are the speed you're trying to play at. So yeah, like you said, it's a valuable way of doing it. And
maybe in particular for yourself, who's covering and who isn't?
Yeah, he's on the ground. Get out of there. I'm going tight.
So another attack here is TJ reaching high in the middle, full in system here. You know, it's going to be a lot of pressure on the blockers. Gord again, you can see the angle of his approach, getting ready to drive into the ball. And in particular, this one, he's pushing Blair. Like this is something that we see now, is these high pushes. This one is a high push into the seam. Do you want to just comment for a second on this type of play?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like that's got to be one of the best plays in volleyball right now. I'm a huge fan. I think a lot of guys who are putting it into their game. It just has so many applications. Like you can see here, Gord with a high reach, fast contact. Doesn't give the blocker a chance to put his hands over the net, penetrate, and get the block. So many blockouts from this kind of play. Clean kills through the seams. It's a nightmare for defenders. You see tip, you rush in, and then all of a sudden the ball's coming at you fast as well. So yeah, it's a really important skill. I think that almost all positions can be adding to their toolbox.
And the important thing to see, especially here, guys, is that it's in system. You know, it's not like a bad ball that they're trying to correct. It's in system. The middle has no opportunity to close. We have Nick. Nick came into the game in the second set and made an immediate impact. In system, about a meter off the net. Fast set here. You could now, just to make note as well, you see he's in zone 3, so he's rushing he's got to rush his approach a little bit. When TJ contacts the ball, you can see Nick is almost already, because it's zone 3, on his right step.
Yeah, Nick, who has, one of the more explosive shoulders out there, especially cross court. He takes like slightly less inside approach than Mar had on those previous balls, but still able to generate so much power cross court and beat the block.
Nick again in 4. Reception, zone 2. So this will be interesting to note. When TJ has the ball, if you see Nick here, he's on just starting his approach. He's still got his left, right, left for the timing, because he's basically from here, if you're in the middle, he's got an extra 2 meters or so of set length. And he's able to come in and to tip. Now, having said that about the push, the tip can still be valuable, but if you look here, you have to be sure that you are not tipping the ball up, that you're just tipping the ball along or over, just barely passing the block with no chance for the diggers to react.
Yeah, Nick puts that one in a really good spot. Hard for the setter to get to unless he makes a good read. Same for the position 4 defender. But exactly like you said, like if you have the push, if you have the tip, that's what is going to make your efficiency increase as an outside spiker or as any spiker.
Here we go, Mar, nice recovery. Now TJ at 3 meters on contact, but to notice here, look at how far inside Mars is, just recovering, so he doesn't have time to get outside, otherwise the set's going to be too high. So he's driving straight inside about a meter up the line. Nice flick by TJ to keep the speed. You know, at this point, the middle blocker for Cuba, Simone here, he's down, getting ready to explode left or right. He's already up, so he's already getting ready to move to his right. He's not concerned about the middle. And Mar here, look at the height of contact, of interception here, and look at Simone's right hand. He's not able to get it over close. He's exposing that for a big block out.
Yeah, and that's a good play, just showing like a quicker pass, you know, Mar falling down a little bit, TJ keeping it a little bit inside, but Mar still able to come to the ball even though the ball is inside already. So that's still generating that height and generating that power he needs to get the big block out there.
Next clip. Oh, it's Slater with a nice kill. So here, good reception at the net, more or less zone 3. High contact by TJ, middle's on time, in the air, and so Simone the Cuban middle has to respect this block. Slater just about on his right, and as is often the case with opposites in position 4, a little bit higher set, but look at the height of this intervention here. This is a well-placed block by the Cuban player, Lopez. Defense is lined up a little bit shallow maybe. That smart hit cross court by Slater. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, and I think, again, the theme we're seeing here is how the guys are coming into the ball and they're able to, you know, go thumb down or wrist away or just pure cross court, beat the block. But also just the height that they're contacting the ball at. If they wait, you know, a half second more and see the clean line, they can turn that ball on the line, even though it does look like they're spiking it quite inside.
Next clip, back to Mar in position 4. This is perfect in system.
Pretty good pass there.
And again, look at this. Look at where Mar is. He doesn't even receive this one, right? Shuffles out, coming up the line, hard and fast. Boom, huge high contact. No chance to defend this ball. Middle can't close. Next clip. Great hold by Libero. Again, look at the speed here. Mar one step further out, but coming in hard cross court. Look at the drive and the timing of this. Something to notice here, that the timing. He's in system, but he's a little bit more in position 3. So Mar's almost on his right left at the end. Nice keeping the speed. Libero had made an adjustment there, but unable to hold it.
Yeah, and you can just see the power that Mar is, like, he's already a powerful guy, but the power he's able to generate by closing to that ball, using his arm swing and his momentum from his body. You know, if you kind of just approach up the line and wait for that set, even if you're going cross court, you're not going to have as much power as when you close two-step close to that ball there. So
let's just review a couple of the common themes we saw there. One in particular was this driving from outside to inside, really driving to the cross court, reaching high. This is allowing the hitters to create that time crisis for the middle blocker and to really have a lot of power in their attack.
Yeah, you could see it didn't really matter also where TJ or the setter was on the court. The outsides were still coming to the ball to maintain power and maintain a good height of contact. And they were able to have a lot of success cross court. We also saw from Gord the push there, which has a lot of applications either as an offensive weapon or safety shot, or just a real good tool to put the other team in trouble.
Yeah, and I think it's important for the athletes at home to understand that tip and push is not just used in difficult situations. It's used in system and can be quite a weapon.
Yeah, I think the applications are almost more beneficial in system.
And I think maybe the last thing to note for the athletes when they're reviewing their video is to pause the ball when the setter has the ball in their hands at the height of the release, and to see what foot they're on in their approach.
Yeah, and it's also amazing, like, even just doing this video with you, I think we're seeing stuff that you don't normally notice, so that just goes to show that everyone can be out there watching their video, watching some games, and trying to pick apart some things that they want to improve.